Aloha, I'm Felicia Miller Johnson, and I conduct work life video interviews with career professionals that become an all intuitive conversation. Aloha, and welcome to another episode of All Intuitive Conversation. I'm Felicia Miller Johnson, and I encourage individuals to live smart and ascend to new work levels of success. Today, I have the pleasure of connecting for the first time with Anika. So let's bring her to the screen. Aloha, Anika.
Aloha.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for being open to having an all intuitive conversation with me. I look forward to connecting with you. You and I have never met before, but I think we were introduced by a mutual friend a couple months
Yeah,
ago.
Crystal.
Yes, a couple months ago, you patiently waited to be a guest on the show. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for bringing me on the show. I've been waiting for so long, and I feel so excited and honored and grateful to be here, actually.
Awesome. Well, today, you're interesting. This was a first in the sense of when I was preparing for the show, and I use various uh, cards and decks in order to help transmute the message for all of us to be encouraged to live smart into new levels of work life success. You already had a card that came out before, quote unquote, the show had started. And I kept it on my desk only because you had literally just said it when we were talking about the prep, the audio check and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just what had came out was the thing that said clarity. Trigger statement
Right.
says, I am so confused. True statement, I am present. Allow your mind to clear and let the noise of your thoughts fall away. Listen to your intuition. And so I know you were kind of
Mhm.
expressing some of your, thoughts like getting a message, clarity, kind of things. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to keep it. I had never done that before. Usually I just, if something comes out, I put it back in and just say, okay, well, I'll wait till the actual show started. But your message had already came out.
Right. I was expecting a clarity on a specific thing in my mind. So I think, oh, it's so amazing it popped up. Okay.
Like I said,
Wow.
our higher selves are already we're having this conversation, for
Yeah.
sure. But Anika, let's start with this. Tell me, where are you sitting? Where are you connecting from?
I'm connecting from India.
India. Okay.
Yeah.
What part?
Hyderabad.
What part?
It's Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay, I never heard of that part. Tell me, describe that city.
It's a beautiful city. It's in the south of India,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm basically from north side. So I shifted here 11 years ago. It's completely different, and but it's different cultures and everything is so beautiful.
Hmm. So, was it the beauty that inspired you ooh, to move to that part of the city 11 years ago?
Not really. I do have some relatives over here, and 11, 12 years ago, my father passed away, and things were not really good for me and my family because we staying at the same place, we were not feeling that good. And I thought it is really better if we could have a change, and my mom decided that it's better to just move, and like it will give us a fresh start. And so we all decided on the same thing, and that's why we just went with the flow.
Mm,
So,
well, chill, because you immediately had three cards to fall out. And the first one here that came out was the Chariot. And with this one, I'm called to mention the fact of like what you just said. We are traveling, moving somewhere else from where we are here to another place. Um, but also pointing out that the situation isn't always as um, black and white. The next thing that came out was the wise counsel here. And what's on the bottom of this card, Anika, it says unity with the spirituality minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. And this one has, like I said, talking about the spiritual community, the variances in quote unquote what we talk about religion and how we kind of connect. And then finally, you got here the lovers card and individuals holding hands. And the card says, embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. So the next question is coming through. Um, Now that it's been 11 years, and 11 is this master number.
11 plus, but I
Yes.
remember 11.
Uh-huh. Yeah, is a master divine number. Tell me about you at the age of 11.
At the age of 11, I don't even think I remember that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I was in. Okay, I'm gonna release the mind
Mm-hmm.
first thing. Um, Life was not that great, even as a child for me. And if I see myself as an 11-year-old, what I remember is like a kid brought up with childhood traumas, and I was very much bullied in my school, in my home, by my siblings, and everywhere. So I still remember, uh, yeah, I can see that inner child of mine as an 11 years old. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Mm-hmm. So with that, I'm feeling that um, frustration and pain. Um, the card, like again, you're very much they're green. Like I said, the wise counsel here was the green, the lovers is the green, and then the next one that came out here is got to deal with the theme of expansion, and it says the trigger statement: I'm not enough. True statement: I love myself. Your tender heart is in need of care. Know that your body is here to help you experience a miraculous life. Embrace it. So, with the pain and the trauma that you kind of experienced from an 11-year-old, what would you like to rewrite about your childhood? What can you release?
Hmm, I don't think I would really like to change anything because everything
Mm-hmm.
happened for a reason. And it made me go on a spiritual journey. And if it led me to be the person that I am today as a healer and healing myself or considering myself as healed and working on myself and becoming the person that I am today who actually just truly learned to love myself unconditionally, every part of myself. So anything that brought me to this stage, I'm just very grateful for that. I don't have any complaints. Everybody's life is different, but it gives the lessons of just how you take the lessons.
Indeed. So the crystal that I was connected to for you was the Dalmatian stone. And here's what it says about the Dalmatian stone. Helps you achieve goals, brings awareness, alertness of danger, boosts playfulness, happiness, strengthens relationships, reflects negativity, calms animals, promotes self-love, self-realization, a stabilizing stone. So, with you today, tell me, how do you describe Anika today?
I describe myself as I'm aware of a lot of parts of me which I was never aware of before because we do know but we don't fully embrace those parts. And the only point is that I started accepting every part of me with love, and that is the difference. And
Mm-hmm.
there are things that I wouldn't have liked before, I would have ignored, but I can't do that anymore because if I need to release something or free myself from something, believe that you really cannot let go of something that is not even yours.
I
So
love
you
that,
need,
Anika.
so once you learn to embrace every part of yourself, even the darkest parts, and maybe sometimes you have to relive the pain, or sometimes you have to go through a lot, but then once you really um, go through, right, like whatever it was meant to teach you, that's the turning point, that's the whole point, the breakthrough, that you will be finally able to break that cycle and move forward.
So tell me, how did you get to that point of being able to change your cycle? What was that moment like for you?
That moment, in the beginning, it felt honestly, it had been very like up and down roller coaster rides, very painful because dealing with your own traumas, and it's not easy. And having a lived a life for so long like that, and then again living a life, sometimes the lessons are too hard, and I had to learn a lot of things in like really hard ways. It was
Mm,
supposed to be like that, but then you understand your parts, and then there's a time that you know the patterns, you know what's keeping you stuck, and you're doing some things again and again and again, and it's not easy to stop doing that, but there comes a point that you're like, no, that's it, and
mm.
gotta change that because this is not how I want to live anymore. And then you keep breaking cycle, and then cycle over cycle over cycle, and then it becomes more easier. It starts feeling like a lifestyle, I think. I don't know.
Indeed. So, I went to the Mudra deck and I said, okay, Emmanuel, what is the energy that Anika is talking about? And this is the hand mudra, and the concept is acceptance. It says, come to terms with yourself. And in essence, that's basically what you just said. Like you took all of your shadow parts, your light parts, figured it all out, and you came to terms with who you are. And
Yeah.
here's what it says. This is the pelvis mudra. This mudra relieves abdominal cramps and menstrual pains. First of all, massage the ring of the little finger of the hands about 100 times while keeping the mudra breath deeply abdominal breathing. And whilst you breathe out and you have the tensions of your belly is released and dissipates. Then lay your hands on your belly and allow the warming energies to flow. Imagine that you are painting a mandala on a silk cloth using lots of red, orange, and yellow. Lay the picture like a warming cloak on your belly and let the tones unfold and regenerate healing effects. I use and enjoy the good times and indulge myself when I do. So yes, there's things for menstrual cramps, but I enjoy the good times and indulge myself when I do with this hand mudra, which goes back to again because it's right next to the Dalmatian stone, and this is called the Dalmatian stone because it reminds you of the animal, the dog, that's playful and energetic and just kind of having fun with life. So with that, the next question that comes through is, tell me, Anika, what do you like to do for fun?
I love painting. I paint.
Well, there it says paint. Okay. Uh huh.
Yeah, I am a painter. And after becoming a healer, the main thing that I love doing is, yeah, I do coach people. And the main thing is, I love making paintings with certain love energies that would support people. And that's what I love doing. Just painting, painting, and anything related to creativity and art, I think.
Wow. Okay. So, Anika, are you anywhere near something where you can show us something you painted?
Uh, I'll have to go to another room to get my paintings then.
I'll wait for you.
Um, okay, just a
Yes.
second.
Yes.
I'll just
We'll
get
wait.
a recent one.
Yes. As you can see in this moment, thank you so much for your patience. I definitely just do go with the divine guidance of what it is we are called to see and do. So, this is a free flow show, and so it was asked for Anika to go and show us a painting. So that's what we were waiting for her is to come and show us a painting. Yes,
Thank you
as I
for
was just,
waiting.
of course, that's what I just said for individuals. Thank you for your patience. Like I said, it's really is free flow, and there are things that I'm like, okay, I mean, this is what you want me to do, and they say yes. Have her to go get the painting and show it to us. So show us the painting that you've created.
Absolutely. I actually got four,
Yes.
and I'll show you my favorite ones.
Okay.
This is something very close to me. This one.
Oh, chill. Tell me about it.
So that's a Buddha, and
Mm-hmm.
I made it with the earthy colors. And with this painting, um, it just reminds me that peace and happiness is only found within yourself. It's
Mm,
more about grounding, and the ears remind me that you don't need to, absorb everything that you're hearing. You just need to let it go. So I'm just flowing it down to Mother Earth and transmuting that in a way. That is the way I made it. So there are a lot of,
yes.
yes. So it was that.
Yes.
Um, I love this one as well. It's kind of like try to make northern lights,
Hmm.
something that gives me very much like peace and
Indeed.
like a small cozy home, and just the lights. It just feels very peaceful.
Mm-hmm. That
So
is
it's
beautiful. It definitely is reminding me of a scene here because we just had our full moon in Cancer a couple of days ago here in I'm in the enormous hemisphere. I'm in Little Rock. So
yes. This is
yes.
more of an abstract, and this is I was making kind of like unfolding or opening of a shell. It's like
Mm,
the parts of like shell opening, and there's a pearl, but that's more like uh, I resonate with it like reaching to your full potential and
mm,
finding your like your paths, like getting off your covers and finding yourself within like a diamond or a pearl. So
mm-hmm.
reaching to that point. So it was like that. And my
Yes.
favorite painting, my favorite, most favorite, which means a lot to me.
Hmm. Swans and the heart and the love. Like I said, just loving that the whole heart's in the love. Yes.
Exactly.
Tell me more about this painting.
This painting I made with uh, more like manifestation for my true love, and so with the swans, because the way I used to get the synchronicities and the visions are I used to see the signs more of swans and everything, and I was trying to make the energies collide. So this is for me, and the moment I made it, I started seeing just swans everywhere, even like physically, and I knew that what it meant for me, and this is like I made it together, like no more here and there looking apart, just completely in the looking eye in the eye, no more separation. That's it. Just trying to bring the energies together.
So I said, okay, what is energetically? Thank you so much for sharing all of those
Thank you for seeing
paintings.
them.
Yes, absolutely. And so it was the process of going through that, and how you speak and cherish. It's like it reminded me that individuals can express their voice in various different ways. It's not always just so much the vocal cord, but how you've expressed yourself in your artwork. And so I was going with the chakra. So, okay, what is her energetic chakra code right now? And it says expressing my feelings, the fifth chakra, throat chakra. And it says, I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity, which goes to the painting that you have created. And like I said, I laid this right next to the lover's card. It says, I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. So the next guidance that they're kind of offering is going back to here, like I said, with this mudra of asking you maybe in a potential painting. Imagine, like I said, it says, imagine that you're painting a mandala on a silk cloth using lots of red, orange, and yellow. Lay the picture like a warming cloak on your belly and let the tones unfold their regenerative and healing effects. So I encourage you, like maybe taking one of your artwork of trying to do that. Trying is a struggle word. So um, encouraging like on a cloth or something that you can have with you and wrap with you that you can take with you very easily. You can wrap that up, putting on your body and covering yourself, of exploring that avenue, and then also incorporating some of these colors. And then
Okay.
even when you're creating that, even kind of even doing that potential hand mudra to say what it's supposed to flow and encouraging me in that way. But that's just kind of the guidance that came through being able to take that art form and being able to um, embrace it and continue to heal the body, if that makes sense.
Yes, that does. So, but I just thinking like the cloth you said to wrap on my body or something like with the mandala paint, like.
Well, I won't even limit it to what a mandala. That's what it says. That's what this is. The card, but the energy is just saying whatever you're feeling led to, but including those brighter colors in that, or whatever is going to flow on your. Okay, so you were talking about the love because I placed it under that as well. Um, and it started talking about the initial, because I was like, why does it, why am I having to read about the menstrual cycle and the pain and all that kind of stuff? If you're looking for a relationship, in that sense of the connections or the love, maybe that painting or whatever it is going to be something of that nature, connecting with
Mm,
that. So, but like I said, you connect with your team and knowing what that is. But I think it's going to be something that's going to be bright, energetic, and connecting even more so, following on that next level of your swans and the love.
it's quite, I think, 2 years old, 2, 3 years old, and yeah, there was a different kind of a mindset when I made this, and but then I reached a point that I understood it's not about chasing or trying to find. I stopped finding, and because I know that true love can only find you when you really love
You
yourself.
allow, exactly, like here you're doing the work of your inner work of, like you said, of knowing yourself and forgiving and releasing and embracing those kind of things. And so I love, like you said, that painting was something that was 2 years ago, so it's like, where is Anika now? And then, like I said, I think that's what it's encouraging the brighter colors and connecting with that energetically, the confidence, because now with your solar plexus as well, it's like you're confident, you know who you are, you know who you're
Yeah.
going to attract, versus search, 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 look, look, look. It's,
Yeah.
I am allowing you to enter, because we have boundaries and borders. I'm allowing you
Exactly.
to empty your space. I am open to that. I am no longer
Exactly.
confused. Um, which I got another chill, goes back to where they talked about the yellows and the orange. The lemon, the oil that was on that first card that talked about I'm so confused is lemon, and lemons are yellow, which connects to the solar plexus, which is the cleansing. A lot of times when we have cleaning products, what do we use? What are most of them contain?
Hmm.
Lemon, because
Yeah.
it's like it's going to exfoliate, to clarify, to clean out. So that's kind of the energy that's coming through for the encouragement with that. But you said that you were a healer. So tell us a little bit about how you help other individuals heal.
Well, I do energy healings, and I don't do that much of energy healings now. And I've been learning it since like more than like 10 years, I think.
Wow.
And I've learned from many people. So I kind of like combined everything and made it like what made most sense to me, what I feel most like was like me. And
Mm-hmm.
after doing a lot, I believe that it's better to, I felt more driven to be as a coach. And that's how I work, because I think there's something about me being able to communicate to help others is the best thing that I feel I can do. And I
Mm-hmm.
communicate in a way like I can talk to people, counsel them. I make paintings. I've written a book 6 months ago, and that's the way I think I try to reach out most.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah, that
so you
feels better.
definitely have these creative expressions. What is your book?
My book was my book like uh,
What's the title of the book?
okay, that was Beyond Certainty. It was international bestseller in August.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Is it available on Amazon for people
Yes, absolutely, it is.
to? Awesome. Okay. So the next final card that I was like, okay, I was called to pull one more, and it has the theme of resilience and
Okay.
encouraging you to keep forward. And the trigger says, talk about I need to control. But the true statement says, I surrender. Allow yourself to relax with the currents of life. These changes will take you even closer to where you are meant to be. Which again, they wanted to end in the yellow next to your mudra. So yellow. So Anika, it has been a pleasure connecting with you today. Thank you so much for being open to having an all intuitive conversation with me. For individuals that want to connect with you and learn more about you and your coaching services, how can they reach you?
Well, they can reach to me through my social networking websites, and I can give my link tree somewhere.
Mhm. Yeah, so in
So,
the yes, so on the link, this is live on YouTube. So just comment on the video on the YouTube with your
right,
link tree. Yep, and that way
got it.
everyone that sees it they can access it there for sure.
Yeah, I'll just send the link tree. That's better.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you again for being so open to having this all intuitive conversation. I do hope you were encouraged to live smart and ascend to new
Yes.
levels of work life success. For those of you that have engaged with us and are encouraged by this, let us know what you think of Anika's experience here today. And if you're interested in being a guest on All Intuitive Conversation, send me a message on LinkedIn. And you can learn more about the show here on YouTube and or on my website, All Intuitive Conversation. And until we meet again, this has been an All Intuitive Conversation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.